Ian.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm all the way over here. We're not doing a bit where I'm going to walk in behind you with the banana like we did last episode. I am actually back at my house for reasons.
Yeah, you are. But that's okay. We'll roll with it. We've done remote stuff before, right? I've got a monitor sitting straight across from me in the blanket fort, so I can stare at it as if it was you.
You want to touch hands? Should we touch?
Okay. All right.
There we go. That
So,
felt better.
Ian, on the Apex Adjacent podcast, what are we going to talk to people about today?
Well, you have seen things, and our listeners have seen things. But first,
Yeah.
I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
I have, according to my wife, crossed some sort of really horrendous Rubicon of Dorkiness, from which our relationship may never recover.
Okay. All right.
And for the people watching on YouTube, I'll pan down. That might be the easiest thing.
Yeah. Ian's panning down. Oh. Is this a Logitech G923 wheel I see bolted to the desk right in front of you?
It is a G920.
G920, okay.
And I'm very excited about it. It's not bolted to the desk. I have like a little stand thing that is from Racing something.
From Racing something? Great plug, Ian.
I've already forgotten the name of the place.
They're going to really want to sponsor the show, aren't they?
They're not listening. And I have Fanatec pedals, which was my splurge item, which I'm very excited about.
Okay.
And I have a little setup.
So you've got a racing sim setup.
Yes, and I kind of did all this all at once on a whim, and I summed it all the other night, and my wife came in and she just knew that boxes were coming. She didn't realize what was happening, and then she saw me sitting there with my wheel going, and the pedals and the whole thing, and I looked over, and I've never seen such a look of disappointment on a woman's face, which is saying something for me.
You instantly became a non-sexual option at that point.
Right.
You're lucky that you've had your 2 kids already. Because I think what they call that setup is birth control.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
A little bit. But as you can see, it's not going anywhere.
Do you handle work calls like this? Do you leave this in place for work stuff?
I have not done that yet.
Okay.
But I will tell you that is coming, because I've got my wireless keyboard and mouse setup, which, works this PC, which is also my racing sim. And then I have my work laptop over here, and I have multiple monitors, so I could very easily, on a day where I'm just on back-to-back conference calls, have racing going on here and some work nonsense going on there. Not that I would ever dream of doing that.
The thing is, there's there's like this engagement state with like how we have to be on our work calls, right?
Yeah, we talked about this, yeah.
Right? And so there's some calls where it's like, we can't think about anything else. Like, we can't even eat food, get something to drink, right? There's that kind of like crisis call.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even for me, like because I have to like learn about new technologies and stuff like that. Some of that shit gets dense, man. So you gotta like really be paying attention
and ask questions.
Ask questions. Yeah.
The other end of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Those are the calls where, like, I need to pay attention. I need to retain some, like, 10% of this information.
Right.
But, like, if I don't engage myself in something,
right,
I will go and start answering emails and, like, something that does require my attention.
Right, that pulls you in. Yeah.
Yes. So I need to do something mindless. So, like, I have games for, like, on my phone that are just, like, various levels of mindlessness.
Right.
The conference call.
Yeah. Like, on my desk, I keep a Rubik's Cube, right? Because I can just, like, that just checks me out enough that I don't, like, that I don't like freak out and need to like start stimming or anything, you know?
Right.
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 And then I don't go to work email. And then inevitably that like, hey, Dave, what do you have to think? And I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, it broke up just right before right as you were asking that question.
And everybody else is on the call is like, bullshit. He came through perfectly clear to like the other 30 people on the call. He didn't just break up for you.
You just need a paper bag. I'm having trouble with
Dave, are you going through a car wash right now? What's happening?
Let me drop and rejoin.
Exactly. Yeah. So you think like you might be able to do a little bit of tootling around some virtual laps. Inevitably that's going to happen during some kind of call, right?
I am going to try to not do that because this is pretty intrusive. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a whole stand that slides underneath my desk. And so it's not like ideal for typing.
Right. Ergonomics.
Working in that sort of way.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically resting your chest on the wheel right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not ideal. But you know what? I may have mentioned before, I am more stubborn than this is hard. So I'm sure I will find a way.
That's true. That's one of the things I love about you, buddy. I love it. So you got your Fanatec pedals, right? You got your shifter. Where's your shifter? Is it mounted over there?
It's down here. I haven't really messed with the shifter too much. I've been using the old paddles.
The flappy paddles in the Sims?
Get used to it. I installed the iRacing, and I've been trying to like get my eye in with that.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
So let's talk about your sim goals. What do you want to do with your racing sim setup?
You know, I want to just like, my goal with it is like, I realized when doing the Lemons race a few weeks ago was, you know, how rusty I was from like just a limited track time.
No karting,
and really no like real wheel to wheel for 4 years. So like, I want to just get into it just enough to kind of like keep myself at like acceptable. I can go drop into a race team for a weekend type of level.
Okay. Okay.
No, I don't need to like. I'm not gonna like set the world on fire or anything like that. I know I'm not gonna be like a champion sim racer or anything, but like just that. Just keep the skills up.
Okay. Not degrade, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You're the astronaut in space running on the treadmill, so your bones don't turn into goo when you're in 0G, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's exactly it.
Okay. Nice.
Now, but you've been getting your sim stuff together too. What do you do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I do have I got the open wheeler rig sitting over there outside of camera view here, and I just got so it's my old Logitech G25 setup. I've done a mod to the shifter to make it feel better, and then I ordered a 3D printed top that will go on. That's an actual H-gate that has like magnets that will like snap the shifter into place.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some dude in Utah 3D prints them, and yeah, right. And so my purpose with sim racing is just is number one, have fun, right? Mm-hmm. And also like now that the family is vaccinated, the family's coming over and the kids are coming over, right? And so my goal is to have the sim kind of set alongside a big sectional couch in the basement here, mirror the display out to a big TV, and then everybody heckle the person that's driving the sim.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, how many times did I tell you about how much I wanted to like load up the old man sedan on the track and have like 4-way helmet radios and like Mystery Science Theater, but like track day, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Right. Yeah. So that's my sim goal, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So it's fun. Yeah. So I just built an i9 PC today. Thankfully I could score an older video card on Craigslist without having to give both kidneys for it. And you're lucky you bought your graphics card when you did, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So
yeah, it was not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so fun. We're dorks in our in front of our computers playing our racing games
with our blue shirts on.
with our blue shirts on once again. Yeah, and there you go. Yeah, man. So I'm glad you got your sim setup stuff, man. That's awesome. And so tell me about Nico's experience, because I like the kids are 10 and 13, and so they're hilarious on the sim. Like the 13-year-old girl just fucking hammer down, like actually counter steering into turns when she's skidding. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and the 10-year-old's going like 1 mile an hour and then shortcutting everything. But yeah, so how does Nico react? Because you said he played on a little bit.
Yeah, he's just full send.
Yeah.
The brake pedal does not exist.
Right.
And he can't really see very well. But so he needs to I need to pick a track. I was practicing on Road America because it's a track that I know really well.
Yeah.
Or better than others, I should say. And so I was just kind of getting my eye in with that. That's a long track.
It is.
And it's a fast track for a little kid to learn. So I need to work with him on how to learn a track and turning and braking.
Right.
Go he's all done. He's all good with go.
Right.
And he doesn't really understand gears either.
Sure.
Which is an issue. But he was actually upshifting. He just, that he doesn't understand downshifting.
Okay.
Which is understandable.
Nice. Do you think you would do that thing like he could sit on your lap and he could just knock out the steering while you did the gas and brake, and then move him to pedals? I don't know he's already probably decent with the steering.
Yeah, he's not too bad, but the problem is he's even more stubborn than I am, so he would not, I think, enjoy that because he wasn't doing it.
Okay.
He would know that there was more available to him, and so he would be upset with that.
Right. Modular control elements are not an option.
No.
It's binary. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Nice.
So, and then Gus is just an agent of chaos because he's over here moving the shifter while Nico's driving.
Yes.
Grabbing the wheel. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. Good, man. Well, that's cool. So we've got our dorky setups in our home. I mean, it's a little late for COVID for us to do virtual track days, but
I know. I'm real finger on the pulse.
Yeah. Right. You and me both. Yeah. It's not like we didn't have anything keeping us busy during those times.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Right on, buddy. Nice. What else you want to talk about today?
I have been told that people have seen things, and they want us to see the things that they have seen.
They have.
In the places that they have seen them.
Yes, absolutely. Let me crack open our current show folder. I've got a bunch. So, you know what? Let's just start with something interesting. Okay. So our buddy Paul in Minneapolis sent us a few things. All right. I don't know if you've seen this before. Here, let me kick open the browser for you. Here you go. So here he saw two bad things and a good thing. All right, I guess. Yeah, but here you go. So check this out. This is a BMW. Just what was that? Like an older 3 or 5 series? And
yeah, like an older 3 series, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have painted the wheels. And I don't know if you've noticed this trend of people painting wheels to make them look like other wheels. It's popular to do with Steelies, where they just paint it black and then paint spokes on it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. On what I think are good-looking BMW wheels anyway.
That is very strange.
Right? Yeah. This is one of those behaviors that I think as soon as somebody does this to this kind of wheel, I think Child Protective Services or something like that should intervene. I don't know. There's something wrong here.
Well, so I think that this is the type of thing where if I was in a hurry and I was just walking past really quick and I saw that the thin 5-spoke pattern just kind of out of the corner of my eye, I'd be oh, kind of cool wheels, and I'd move on with my day.
Gotcha. It's a little camouflage, right?
Yeah, but then when I noticed the black part of it, I would just be like obsessed with it. I wouldn't be able to unsee it.
Right. And the thing I can't stop thinking about, the intermediate pieces that they painted in between the spokes. Very weird. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. Because these are like the normal E36 wheels.
And they're not bad. They're good looking wheels.
Fine.
Yeah, right? Yeah. They look like a star with kind of like a beveled end.
They're 5-spoke wheels, like a classic design or whatever. And they painted them to make it look like really thin 5-spoke wheels.
Yeah.
Which is okay. But like the strips in between, I don't understand what that's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was just going off with the paint, you know? Yeah.
That's so weird. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to look, they want it to look like a 10-spoke wheel, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know, Ian. I think really this is one of those things where, like, when you start to try to bring reason to insanity, like, right, that interface doesn't work, you know? Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Right? In other kind of insanity.
I'm sorry. Zoom back out. Back out. I want to see the
full effect.
I don't hate it.
Right. It's not like insanely offensive, but I think that this falls into like a category of automotive stuff that's especially maddening because it's not overtly good and not overtly bad, right?
Right. It's more like what project weren't you doing because you were doing this? Like what maintenance haven't you done in the name of doing this instead?
Okay.
That's what's puzzling to me.
Right. If this bubbled up to the priority where you actually did it, what fell below that, right?
Right.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Because it's like a nearly 20-year-old German car. There are things that need to be done.
Oh, you know there are Vano seals that are just rotten.
Right. I mean, also, you can see the rust on the rocker panel here. So,
sure.
Like, sure. You know, there's stuff.
Right. That's a great point, Ian. That's a great point. Yeah. Right? The ones that just make us go like, why? Right?
You just have many more questions than answers.
That's some of the most maddening stuff we deal with here on the Apex Adjacent podcast. Yeah. So we hear you, Paul. It's weird that you saw this, and we're sorry, and thank you for sharing it with us, and I don't know what to tell you. But Paul also saw a Cadillac, that cashed in a Pep Boys gift card and did that thing where they put the chrome on every single edge of the vehicle. And I gotta say, if you're just dealing with a normal like CTS4, like, I don't know, kind of go for it, you know?
Yeah, I think more power to you on the stick-on chrome. The red part of the lower bumper.
Yes.
It's like the Chris Harris and the BMW i8 thing, where he pointed out that it looks like it's shitting a 911.
Right.
Now it looks like it looks like, the trope of like the 3 kids stacked up in a trench coat.
Yes. That's
what this looks like, right? It looks like you're smuggling an economy car in what you think a grown-up car looks like.
Yeah,
right?
there's
With
like
an
an Ultima under there.
Right.
Okay.
It was actually like, it's like 3 Mitsubishi Mirages stacked on top of one another. That's what it looks like this person is doing. Like they're pretending to be an adult.
I like that. Like I'm thinking like 4 Mitsubishi Mirages with all of the center wheels taken out, so they just have the 4 outers between all of them. Yeah. I like.
This is the automotive equivalent of going in with a fake ID to a liquor store.
Yes, right? This is McLovin's car, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. And as an amuse-bouche, I'm really curious to see what you think of this one, but Paul saw this one here. It's a Honda, what is that? Like the HR-V with a vinyl wrap. And
Is it the Beatles? Is it Yellow Submarine themed?
It is. It is Yellow Submarine themed, like a Beatles wrapped Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have driven one of these.
Oh, really?
Our friends Katie and Lauren have one.
Oh.
They have a CRV and an HRV.
Wow, ticking all the boxes on the HRV, on the Honda Collector Club. Okay.
Yep. If you want to know what it's like to be really good friends with someone who hosts an automotive podcast and has lots of opinions about cars, there you go.
I believe that I last told them to get an Infiniti FX45, I think. Yeah.
I gave them all sorts of bad advice, and they ignored all of it.
Sure.
Which was good. But I've driven this.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. This does not make it any worse.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I see it and it just kind of makes me happy, Like, I don't hate it.
Like, it's well done.
Yeah, that's what Paul said. Yeah, he said it was, even though it wasn't paint, it was a wrap, like it.
Well, of course.
It was really well done. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot to unboring that car.
You know what? That's a great point.
And so, this is one way to do that. So
right. How would you unboring your HRV, Ian?
Ooh, how would I unboring it?
Uh-huh. I mean, I know my answer.
I don't know, because I even think like bagging it or anything like that and any performance thing would just be silly.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think a crazy wrap is probably a really good answer.
Nice. Okay.
What would you say?
I think I would slam it and like wide body kit it.
I love that.
Yeah, but not actually put spacers on the wheels, just to have the wide body hanging out.
Just like inboard wheels.
Yeah, just like that's extra space for like picnic sandwiches and stuff like that.
The anti-stance car.
Yes. Yeah, just pull a hoagie out from the wheel well.
Yeah. Inverse stance.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well, thank you, Paul, for sending that stuff in.
Yes. Lovely.
Let's see here. Our buddy Mark. Ian, remember that sweet little Mazda truck that we both fell head over heels for?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Our buddy Mark saw a very similar BMW 2002. He said it looked rough, but it sounded awesome. Right?
I love it. Oh, we have some sort of vanity plate.
Yep. Good eye.
2002s are so cool.
They are, right? Like it's sitting pretty low on little meaty meats with like bright red wheels and all different color body panels, and a bike rack, and I'm here for it, right? Now, Ian, how are your Roman numerals? Because I feel like that's what this vanity plate is. MCM LXX6. So 26.
So M is 1,000.
Yep. So that's 19.
So yep. 19,500. XS 1976.
1976. Okay. Well done,
so
buddy.
it's a 1976, 2002. I'm guessing.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Dave edited that to make it look like it took me a really long time to solve that. Hey, I got it right away, but he stretched it out. Really embarrassing.
You got there so much faster than I did. I'm like, I see an M. That's 1,000. I see an M, Bob. I see an M. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Mark, for sending that. Because that, if I saw that in traffic, that would absolutely brighten my day.
There's so many different colors going on. I love it.
Right? Yeah. The more the merrier. Like, is my attitude towards that, right?
Yeah. Well, and those wheels on that car makes it look like it means business.
Right. Yeah. It's got some meaty tires on there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's an interesting setup.
Yeah. Right. That's the thing that you see and you're like, I need to know more.
Yeah. I will say I don't love the tinted glass on that car.
Oh yeah. Because like they're very airy glass houses,
right? That's
right?
the whole point of that car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, let's see. I need your thoughts, Ian. I need your thoughts. And our buddy Jared in Missouri needs your thoughts as well.
Okay.
He sent us this car. Okay. So it's a Mazda CX-5, all-wheel drive. It's got a vanity plate. It's got an Iraq veteran sticker on it. And the vanity plate, Ian, go ahead and read that.
I believe it's Green Pig.
Yeah.
GRNPIG.
Yeah. So Jared said, first of all, he apologizes for the potato cam photo. Ian, I'm surprised you weren't criticizing his lens flare. He said,
I thought it was a stylistic choice, maybe.
He said, but what you can't see in this picture is the military police sticker on the middle of the rear windshield. As a veteran, and I'm sure Ian feels the same way, I find it cringy when people have to broadcast that they were in the military. Yeah. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah. I also, oh man, this is going to not win me any friends here, but, I also think it's really funny when people broadcast that they were MPs.
Right. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, I want to know more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I never had great interactions with MPs. And they're kind of like, it's not like the most desirable job that you can have.
Right.
It's not the worst one, I guess.
Right.
But it's not like one to brag about, really.
Okay.
Unless that was your whole thing. Unless you went in wanting to be an MP, which, again, why?
I from everything that I've heard about them from talking to other veterans and, people that have served, the MP largely seemed like fun crushers.
Yes. Well, imagine if you will, like the sleepiest small town you can think of.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Okay.
And now we're just like nothing happens. It's all like retirees and people who have to be on good behavior.
Right.
Now
legally.
imagine they have, yeah, exactly. And now imagine that sleepy town has a vastly overfunded police force. And what those people might do with that power. And and also they're all 20 years old. Like, they're there they get bored.
Right.
And they exert their tiny little power that they have, which they don't even give you real tickets. I don't even know that. So you get a speeding ticket. Yeah, you get a speeding ticket on an installation. And, maybe you lose driving privileges. If it's really bad, you can lose driving privileges on base, which would suck. But it's not like a real ticket. It doesn't affect your insurance or anything. It's like essentially it's private property. They're essentially like a private police force.
Gotcha.
With actual enforcement.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
And weapons.
Right. Yeah, this is if a mall cop was carrying a bazooka and could give you a mall cop parking ticket. Yeah.
Right. Now, that said, there are real jobs that the military police have, guarding flight lines and all sorts of other stuff. But most of the interactions that you have with them as a normal person around a base is just a small town cop or sheriff being annoying.
Gotcha. Okay. Huh. Yeah. I don't know.
They get touchy about it, though, which is why I'm laughing at myself saying all this.
Yeah. Do you know any MPs? Anybody that was an MP?
I don't know if I do.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think I do.
I think the thing that I'm kind of caught up on with Jared's picture here is let me kind of frame it another way. I was listening to the How Did This Get Played podcast earlier today, and they were talking about American Truck Simulator, right? That video game.
Yeah, I played it at your place before.
Right?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. But one thing that they were talking about was how retired truck drivers who are in their 70s and 80s just crush that game. They've got 3 monitor setups and and thousands of hours in the game. And like, that's what they do for fun in retirement, right? You know, they can't drive anymore, right? But they still want to do this thing, right? And they love it. I'm trying to figure out like somebody, and a trucker is very much an identity, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out somebody like not just a veteran, but like a military police veteran, right? Like that is in retirement, that obviously makes that like a big part of their identity because they're badging their car up like this. Like, what is that person like? Like what, right? Now that they're in retirement, they're in this phase of their life, you know?
Well, I will say, so, I mean, I think typically people who are military police go into law enforcement when they get out.
Okay.
The other thing too is that it's a little hard to know exactly what this is all about because, especially in the Army, but in all the branches, like people change career fields, especially if they spend a whole career in the military. So they may not have been a single career field the whole time that they were in.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they might have only done 4 or 6 years, whatever, as a military police, you know, and then, or, you know, when they were in Iraq, they were infantry, or they were in a different, you know, platoon or whatever. So like it's different for everybody, and especially with officers. If they were an officer, they're changing jobs a lot. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it when you make it your whole personality either. Like it was 4 years of my life, and that's about the extent of it. And so I don't do this either.
Right.
And I know Jared, and he's the same way, right?
Right.
It's not his whole. It's not his whole thing.
Right. Yeah. And I've known several other, you know, veterans that it's not their whole thing either, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. So when I would see that, if I saw this, I'd just be like, okay.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Noted. If we're at a barbecue together, I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time talking to you, you know?
Right. With these sorts of people who like wear that on their sleeve, I usually try to go as long as I can before I bring it up that I was in the military.
Right. Or ever, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean, partly it's because, you know, I know that there is a certain segments of the population treat me differently.
Right.
If that's the first thing they know about me.
Right.
You know, and so I try to avoid that.
Sure.
When I can. So it's it's the two extremes. It's people who are in the military and that's their whole thing.
Right.
Or people who are very like performative, who have never been in the military.
Okay. Yep.
Like the thank you for your service crowd.
Yes.
If that's the first thing they know about me, they treat me totally different.
Gotcha.
Than if not. So,
right. I know what you love. It's attention and reverence.
Yeah. These are my two favorite things.
Right? Yeah. Just gobble that up, don't you? That's why we're friends.
And I just roll around in it.
Yep. More.
Just the worst.
Oh, buddy. Yeah. I love you, Ian. You're a good guy, man. You're a good guy.
Moving on.
You really are. Okay. All right. Here. Eric in Illinois saw this Audi, and I don't know what the plate means. It looks like an Audi, maybe A6. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? The plate is Bouyon. Yeah.
Have you Googled it?
Nope. But I know that's your job. But I would like to add a weird thing about this car. On the brake caliper, there's this. It's a picture of Homer Simpson on the Audi's brake caliper. And I don't know why, but I like it. Well, I mean, I know why I like it because it's Homer Simpson, but I don't know why it's there. And I think it's really funny.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is like Haitian Creole.
Oh, no way. Oh, right on. Okay.
And so it's Haitian for like bouillon, so like broth, like soup broth.
Okay. All right.
So maybe this is a soup magnate. What's hanging from the windshield?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. I don't know if I can zoom.
Enhance.
Yeah, it looks like some gold dingly danglies. Yeah. Lines up with soup magnate. Yeah, if they've got money to spend on gold tchotchkes for their rear view mirror. Here, does that help? Does that help? Okay, good.
So much better.
Good.
Yeah, it's like broth.
Okay. All right. And you got the Homer Simpson on the rotor. I've never thought you would just put a cartoon character there.
Never seen that.
Yeah, me neither. Right? First for everything.
I like it though.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I think Homer Simpson's a really good choice for your brakes because it's what you do when you make a mistake. And you say, "Dope!" And then you stab the brake pedal. It fits.
You're right. You're right. Nice. Yeah. Nice.
I like to think Bart is on the gas pedal. And then Homer's on the brake.
There you go. Nice, man. Yeah. Eric also sent us this. This is just something you see from time to time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it's a Jeep, you know. And yeah, tell the folks what you see there, Ian.
It's got the recreating of the Toy Story scene with Buzz and Woody hanging from the back bumper.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. I would hope a child would see that and think it's good or it's funny, right?
Yeah, I think they would see it and be traumatized, but
that's what I was wondering, especially like if one fell off and got run over. Like the kid goes to school the next day, it's like, Woody's dead. I saw him die with my own eyes.
But it's cute. I mean,
right.
Oh, well, the other things you could hang from a truck bumper. I mean, you know.
Yep. That's what Eric said. He was like,
I'm in a very live and let live mood tonight.
You are. You know what? You got your steering wheel in front of you. You know, you got like half a glass of whiskey in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see here. I think that's about it for what folks have sent us. Have you seen anything, buddy?
I have, but I'm saving it because I want to give you a license plate game. We took a long road trip down to Durango, and the car did great. But I wanted to. We took some pictures of some license plates, and I want to hang on to them to give you a license plate game.
Okay. All right. Well, the only other thing that I've seen is my wife and I were having a car picnic the other day at Snarf's, and we saw this. How about this, Ian?
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
It is a sweet teal Chevy Impala, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's a coupe, and it's got you could tell it's got like resto mod modifications done because it's got these wheels on it. Yep.
I forgot to check to see if it had like a disc brake conversion or something. Oh, never mind. It does. Yeah.
Corvette brakes, I think.
Yeah. That is some no shit stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that rear glass is insane. Like, pictures do not do it justice.
Yeah.
Like, it's so big and so round. It's like, yeah, it's so hard to like get a picture of glass that does it justice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really pretty.
Right? Yeah. Gorgeous car. Beautiful Chevy Impala, man.
Yeah.
Love those things. Yeah. You got great sandwiches, great cars, Snarfs. Right?
Well, we're just doing commercials now.
Yeah, for people that don't sponsor us.
Unpaid commercials.
Uh-huh. Yeah, your racing sim thingy, right?
Yeah,
racing whatever.
What is it? What did I get?
What did you buy? Mine is the Open Wheeler project. Yeah. I'll pull up an image.
It's
Yeah, let's pull up images of what. Yeah.
next level racing.
Okay, I got the open wheeler Gen 3 seat. I had a sad moment when I was taking it out of the box, Ian.
Oh no, what happened?
Not that like, well, this is my life now, but oh yeah, and I need to show you the manual because it's insane. Okay. So this is the one I got, except I noticed I bought it before the Vigan died. Okay.
Right.
And I opened it at the new place in the basement, and I realized I ordered a blue seat so that it would match the Vigan.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, buddy.
I opened it and like flapped back the cardboard and was like, ah, God damn it. Yep. But
So now you get to be sad every time you do sim racing.
right. Yeah. Dave's crying in Assetto Corsa again. So I do have to point out the manual because there is one bonkers thing about the manual. I don't know why, but here's a picture from it from Newegg's website. It's a picture of the manual. It's one of their press photos. So they show you all the different configurations because like it folds up, you can get the flight yokes, you can do all that stuff, right? One picture on it just shows the dude like fully laying in it like asleep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, there he is up there in the corner. just like, fuck it all. I'm just sleeping in the racing sim tonight.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I don't know why. And then I'll pull up the link you sent me to yours. Let's copy that bad boy. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, so you got the next level. I've seen this one. Okay.
Yeah, so the nice thing about this one is that it folds up fairly flat.
Okay.
And then you can expand it to get the seat and everything else later.
Oh, you can like add on stuff. Okay.
Right. So it's modular, so you can add stuff on. So that's what my plan is once we finish our home modifications, then I'll have a little more room and I can add on a proper seat. And
gotcha.
Stuff,
yeah. Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Nice, buddy. So what seat are you using with it now, and how are you not rolling backwards when you're simming?
Oh, because our house is tiny, I have there's a Lego table behind me. Uh-huh. Which is just there all the time. But when I'm like sitting just far enough back with all this nonsense, then the Lego table keeps me from rolling.
The Lego table. You have a load-bearing Lego table.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, buddy. It's okay. I love it. Well, yeah, I'm anxious to try those pedals, the Fanatec pedals. You really like those, huh?
Yeah, they're really nice. I need to play with them because they're adjustable. Like
okay,
spring rates and stuff are adjustable, and they came with different springs. So I want to play with them a little bit. But the 15 minutes I've gotten to use them already today, they're pretty awesome.
Nice, man. Good. I got a mod for my pedals. They sell this like rubber bushing that goes inside the spring. You disassemble it and thread this rubber bushing into it, so that when you brake, you actually have that like close to the limit stop. Because I guess the issue with like kind of like more budget friendly pedals like what I have, and like those pedals, I mean, you've known me for a long time. I've had the sim like stuff like the wheel and stuff like 5 years or 8 years before that. Like it's a Logitech G25, like it's like 12 years old or something, right? But like that, the brake pedal is just the same feeling all the way to stop, right? And so this like adds like a bunch of like progressive resistance towards the end of the brake pedal travel.
Yeah,
so,
that's nice.
Yeah, that should be all right. And then it has some adjustable kind of things you can insert to stiffen up the clutch and stuff like that as well. So,
cool. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like to make that stuff stop feeling like a toy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyway. Yeah, man. Nice.
Well, cool.
Right on, buddy.
Hopefully we can get some virtual track days going once we get all this figured out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to do that with some listeners.
Absolutely. I would. Oh my God, I would love that. So I know Project Cars 2, is on sale on Steam. I think the sale will be over by the time this episode comes out. But yeah, that's probably the easiest for us to do that. Yeah.
Too late, suckers.
Yeah. But, your boy might have a key or two to give away. So, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll figure out the virtual track day stuff. We'd love to have folks join us.
Absolutely.
I just want to get. I just want somebody to mop the floor with me. So there you go. Yeah, I did have one of those moments when the family was over and they were all driving the Nürburgring, my son-in-law was like, I want to see you do one. It's like, all right, Pappy, you'll throw down.
Were you way faster than everybody else?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I was. Yeah.
Good.
No, the 10-year-old destroyed me. No, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. No, just minutes out of him for sure, Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, it's a good time.
Mr. Dave,
Mr. Ian.
I want to say that this was a lovely check-in episode.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's check on you. You check on me.
Absolutely.
We checked on each other. We're checking on the people.
Yeah. Right?
I think we done checked.
I think we did. If you see a yellow submarine car, if you see a weird vanity plate, go ahead and text it over to 720-515-1391. Yeah.
You can also call that number and leave us a voicemail message. We'll play it on the show. Probably, maybe.
Yep.
You can also email us at apexadjacent@gmail.com. We're on the media's social. And that is it.
That is, buddy.
End of list.
End of list. Nice. Yeah, it's good to talk to you, buddy.
It's great to talk to you as well. We love you, everybody. Goodbye.
It would have been hilarious if you came out eating a banana just now.